Hello, ladies and maybe gentlemen. Still not sure, but happy Valentine's Day and happy day late Mardi Gras. What else? I feel like there's so much that has happened this past weekend, like last week, this weekend, like this whole week from last episode to this episode has felt like 3 months long. But welcome back to another episode of Fashionably Broke Podcast.
Yes, so welcome back. I as well feel like we haven't recorded in decades. Like,
Yeah.
why do I feel like I'm new to this right now?
No, I know. Like, what's going on? I'm confused.
Yes, but happy Valentine's, happy Galentine's. This comes out literally on Valentine's Day. I think that's the first time we've like hit one official holiday on the day.
Other than like our very first episode
of New Year's.
Yeah, which came out January 1st of 2023. So yeah, no, seriously, happy Valentine's Day, whether you have plans or you don't have plans. We love you, and if you need plans, guess what? Just come hang out with us.
Right. Obviously, listen to our episode.
Listen to our Valentine's Day episode. Yeah, they're your plans. See, perfect.
I love them. I could not come up with better plans because guess what? That's what I'll be doing. Yeah, I'll listen to my own podcast for the day. Who cares?
Absolutely. It's okay. I mean, truly, I don't have plans either. Valentine's Day, it just kind of came in the middle of literally everything. And I honestly keep forgetting that it is Valentine's Day. Like, even for my job, I keep forgetting. And, I do marketing and social media. So that's like not
You need to know ideal. Every holiday.
Yeah, not ideal. But it's okay. I mean, I literally don't even have a card. So I'm not prepared at all. Literally at all.
It's okay. Who cares?
I mean, it's just a day. It's a Wednesday. It's really just a Wednesday.
Right.
Let's be honest.
I guess no, it doesn't always fall on Wednesday. It just falls on the 14th. Never mind.
On the 14th. Which I do have, I also have a million friends. Not really. I think I only have 2 friends that, like, have Valentine's Day birthdays. I kind of wish 3. Yeah, kind of wish 3 because one of my friends, her birthday fell this past Friday. So I'm like, dang. So lots to celebrate. Literally lots to celebrate. Kind of hectic. I'm hectic right now.
You said, and I'm all over the place.
I am all over the place. But we have a fun-filled episode for you guys. We're going to hit on a lot of New York Fashion Week and the influencers that were there, celebrities that were there. And then, of course, again, we say this every episode, we are a sports podcast. So you can 1000% expect us to be talking about the Super Bowl towards the end of the episode. And we have a good top 5, except not even going to lie, I wasn't even going to use my own answers for the top 5. I totally asked Morgan what his top 5 were.
Okay.
And they're pretty funny. It's funny in the way that he said it. So, but again, we'll touch on that later in this episode. So, Kassidy, would you like to go through your highs and lows? Or I can go while Dallas finishes talking.
Is everything good? Mm-hmm. Did something hit something? Huh. Uh-oh. Like the ground was like vibrating, like something hit something.
Oh, that's not good. You're like, what fell?
Sorry. But okay, yes. Highs and lows. I can start off. My high is my mom's actually in town right now. She brought Dallas to me because I wouldn't have been able to get her till this upcoming weekend.
That's so nice.
Right. And I like having her here. My low is that I'm not in Mexico anymore. I feel like you can't tell, but like I got a pretty good tan.
I can tell.
Okay,
I can tell. I'm white. I'm white as a ghost. I'm pale. So I can tell. I'm very jealous, actually.
Yeah, no, I was so excited. I mean, it was such nice weather. I mean, it just 10 out of 10. Like, it was the perfect tan to where you're like a little bit burnt, but nothing
Uh-huh.
like you can't handle. So, and like I woke up this morning, I think the burn's like totally gone. It
Oh,
just
good.
turned to tan.
Oh,
But
so
yeah,
jealous.
I'm excited about that. But yeah, other than that, like we said, I don't really have any Valentine's plans. I was going to do a Galentine's, but it was just a busy time of the year for a lot of people. A lot of people couldn't make it. And I think I'm going to take this weekend to just chill. So
Yeah.
that'll be nice.
You just got back from Mexico, so like I think you do need a weekend to chill because everyone
Right.
knows what happens in Mexico. You drink all day.
All day.
All day long.
Right.
So
sun up to sundown.
Yeah,
all day.
your body probably needs some rest.
Right. But
for being honest.
Maddy, your highs and lows? I feel like we haven't talked in forever.
I know. But it's like one of those things where it's like, I feel like we've both been so crazy, but like it's been so crazy where it's like there really hasn't. It's like, I hate to say there like really hasn't been much happening.
Yeah.
But like I've just been so busy and like just bouncing all over the place. Highs and lows, you know, these used to be so easy to like determine, but now I'm like, I don't even know. Low, I'm just tired.
Period.
I'm tired. I need to clean my closet. Like I need to dust my house, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those, like the past couple of weekends, like have either been, I guess not really out of town. I went out of town this past weekend.
Yeah.
But just been like doing things, but also not doing things, like doing a lot of home stuff, but like it's been so much where it's like, okay, I like need to like dust. I don't know. It's like been one of those on the forefront of my mind.
I need to clean my whole house. House.
No, I need to like
top to
scrub.
bottom.
Yeah, I need to scrub. So who knows? I'll probably be doing that this weekend, which is a low because who wants to spend the weekend cleaning? Not me.
Not me.
No. A high. Oh, okay. This is actually a good one. I spent the weekend in Houston. We went for a wedding, like a friend, Morgan's friend, his wedding, and it was a lot of fun. It was on Friday, so it was nice to see like all of Morgan's friends because a lot of them majority of them live in New Orleans.
Okay, yeah.
So pretty much the last time I saw all of them and the last time he saw all of them was the last wedding we were at in July. And since it was on a Friday, we had all day Saturday to kind of explore. It was Mardi Gras weekend. Actually, that's a low. Oh my God, missing Mardi Gras weekend. All of
you said like, no.
So many of my friends there. Like my entire like. All of my social medias have just been like Mardi Gras, and I'm just so jealous. I am so jealous because all of my friends are at Mardi Gras. Even my friends that live here went to Mardi Gras, so it was like I was missing out on all of the spectrums. But a lot of the friends that went to the wedding ended up going back to New Orleans, but it was cool to explore Houston because I've never explored Houston before. I've never really gone. No offense, have never ever really been a fan of Houston, but we went to some pretty cool places. So it kind of changed my mind about Houston. But again, it was just like fun to explore, just kind of the two of us, and you know, it was chill, very relaxed. Like literally ended up going to sleep every night by like 11.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah, like super chill. I mean, other than the night we went to the wedding. But, yeah, it was fun.
Very nice.
That's kind of it.
That sounds fun. Lots of weddings. Wedding season for sure.
Yeah, I have another one that I have to go to in April.
Oh, fun.
And then I think that's it.
So what to say, I have one in October. But that's a whiles away.
I don't have any others unless someone throws a really quick wedding.
He said, unless I don't know yet. But we'll see.
So I think like we're approaching the end of 2024 weddings for me, which
Wow.
I love weddings, but also so many dresses.
So I'll say, and it's a lot of travel once you move. Like,
Oh yeah, because no one lives here. So,
mhm.
but yeah, no, lots of weddings. I mean, I'm surprised that there aren't more.
Right. I will say, I think this weekend has changed my mind about having my own self a destination wedding.
Really?
Yeah, I think I might do it, since
I
I'm planning.
absolutely. I do have to say that like I've heard that doing a destination wedding, like you would think that the planning process would be so stressful and intense, but like no, everything is taken care of for you. Like
Mm-hmm.
you literally just have to make sure, like you just have to show up. Like you have to make sure like you have your dress, you have,
Right.
if you're gonna do bridesmaids, like they have their stuff, your husband has his stuff, groomsmen,
Right.
so on and so forth. But like a lot of it's planned for you or like taken
Mm-hmm.
care of, and you just pretty much have to say yes, no, like, let's do this instead, whatever.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. I mean, a lot of it obviously got done by the resort, and it was just very nice to like get to spend extra time with like everyone.
Yeah.
Like all at the same place, just, pool days. And also everyone says that like more than half the wedding, they're just saying hi to everyone, thanking everyone for coming.
Having
And she's
multiple
like,
days.
right. And she's like, I didn't have to do that because I saw y'all Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, and then we're getting married. And then like we're all hanging out Sunday too. So she's like, it was nice to just fully enjoy the night.
Wait, that is fun.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I would still do something like that even if I didn't do a destination.
No.
Like I'd probably have a welcome party, the rehearsal, and then probably like some sort of brunch afterwards.
Right. No, I feel the exact same way. I'm like,
people would be like, I'm sick and tired of celebrating
and
a wedding.
Even
like,
if I didn't, I think on my wedding night I'd get on the mic and say, thank you everyone for coming, and then go have my own time.
Right, it was so nice to see you all. If I did not get to speak to you, so sorry, but
right,
my ass is gonna be on the dance floor. Don't come and bother me because I am about to have a good ass time.
Right. No, exactly. So we'll see. But I'm excited because I would have to say, as of right now, well, except Anne's getting married in October. I think you'll be the first one to get married out of my close friend group.
Not for a while. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Well, you have a boyfriend, so
it's still not gonna happen for a while. You don't have to worry about that. But anywho, I feel like last year I really liked our Valentine's Day episode, last year. But this year we're not doing that. We only touched on it once, so now I think it's time to talk a little bit about New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
So, Kassidy, I know you were in Mexico, but what did you see? What did you like? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I just feel, maybe I'm just like not seeing I don't know. I just feel like this is coming at, like, I don't remember it falling on the same weekend as Super Bowl weekend. And I've said this before, like Paris Fashion Week fell during the playoffs. Like it's not getting its shining moment, and it's kind of making me upset.
I think that it did fall close to around the same time. But this year, more eyes are on the Super Bowl because of who.
Right. So I guess that might be true.
I think it's just most of the social media platforms are really just pushing through, or they were just pushing through Super Bowl content over Fashion Week content. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping that with football being over, that we're going to start seeing a lot more fashion heavy content. Granted, it also just depends on who you follow, but like almost all platforms are pushing Super Bowl, and they were pushing Super Bowl, so hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more, and it'll be a lot more relevant that's over.
Right.
Now.
No, I agree. But I did see Paige DeSorbo. She killed it. I mean, killed it. And over the year, no,
our queen.
I mean, over the year, I have fallen in love with her. Like every single Giggly Squad I listen to, I've really been paying attention to her fashion, and I mean, she hits the mark every single time. She looked amazing.
Her outfits for this New York Fashion Week were top notch, the best of the best. Compared to like how she has done Fashion Weeks in the past, this has been her best yet. She has been, I feel like, to the most shows that she has been in her career. And she's killing it in the fashion scene, because like this, over like last year, she's been doing a lot more other than just her reality, stuff.
Right.
She's been heavily focusing on fashion, and you can tell that it's paying off because she's being invited to more. And just like her looks, her area look, I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with it. Like, hello.
No, yeah. The top,
iconic.
To die for. Like, if you haven't gone and seen it, go look it up, because it is absolutely, I mean, her whole look, from down to the hair, makeup, everything was amazing. And it was also, I feel like, very her.
Yeah.
I feel like she's always very out there. She wears what she wants, and I just feel like this was very fitting to her style.
Yeah. No, she really popped off this Fashion Week.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it.
No,
I love it. I'm obsessed with her.
Amazing. And then the other ones I have, Acquired Style. She kind of went for, her inspo was like the Alex Earl long straight hair.
Yeah.
I want to say like kind of like not a grungy look, but darker makeup, long blonde hair. I love her as well. Her and her sister. I'm obsessed with them.
You know that this Fashion Week was her first time actually getting to attend a show.
Yeah. No, and I think that's insane. And just like, I don't know, I feel like I've known her since she started like getting big in social media.
Yes.
So if you didn't know, you would think like, oh, she's invited she lives in New York. What do you mean?
She's invited to the parties, but like she was like, this was her first ever like runway show, like big deal runway show.
Yeah.
And she was like, it brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, girl, it would bring tears to my eyes too.
Right. And like, I'm glad she is like that, because I feel like sometimes there's not enough influencers who are like, oh my God, like this is amazing. This is what I've been waiting for. But I love all of her outfits too. I mean, her style, it just is amazing. And the hair, I did love the extensions. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, but I saw pictures and I was like, God, I love that.
They looked so good.
Did her sister go, or is it just her?
No, it's just her. So her sister, this is creepy that I know. But her sister works like a full-time job.
Do you know where? I've been like,
no,
I want to know so bad.
I really think that she's in finance, though. Some sort of finance. And that's what it just really seems like what she's in. I don't know. I would say finance. It's my best guess. But I'm not sure. But like, she works like a corporate job. Like, she dresses up, wears heels for her job.
Yep.
She was just recently signed on to management to be an influencer, or to be like a content creator. She wasn't managed, like she wasn't pursuing it necessarily. Like, obviously her sister blew up and she gained a lot of followers because, I'm not going to say because of her sister, but because of her sister. But like, she also has her own sense of style, and like, her outfits are always popping off even for work. And so she just recently got signed, which is super exciting, because then like, hopefully she'll, get invited to like stuff in that space as well. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's like as much of her passion as it is like her sister's, but I mean,
That's what I'm saying, because you have seen like more and more content from her sister, and if none of y'all know, they're twins, like identical twins. And I've just seen her in more and more stuff, and seen her like get more and more PR, or Louis Vuitton sent her a purse, and like just that stuff. So I kind of knew it was coming. But I feel like I was always kind of shocked that she did have, you know, like a corporate job, because Bridget
has never,
and her Instagram name is Acquired Style. But she'll like record her sister going to work every morning, and I mean, she's dressing up.
No, like dressing up, and I'm like,
yeah,
damn, girl.
But I'm like, I think if I had those clothes, like I'd wear them too. I just don't.
Absolutely. Oh no, yeah, absolutely. No, but I loved her look. That she based off Alex Earl. The extensions really did look so good.
Yeah, I love them. And then I was very shocked that Jeff and Pookie were there. Like, I know they've obviously both blown up, but I think this is the first time I've seen like a couple there together. Like, you know what I mean? It's usually just the girls, like this and that. And I didn't look into it too much to see like if he actually attended the fashion show. But it looked like it. It looks like they all went to Tory Burch.
Yeah, I think they all went to Tory Burch. And then I think that she has been going to like a bunch of them this week. She went to like Pat Bow, like a ton. I think that she's gone alone, and then like he meets up with her after like an after party. Her looks have been going off.
No, and she looks amazing. And I was thinking this today is like, you know, when like a person just like looks famous, like all done up, I'm like, yeah, you'll be the next it girl.
No, 100%. Like famous, or just like they look like they are supposed to be in the spotlight, and like they can like they are just meant to be there. And like she is, like you would look in a room and you wouldn't think that she was out of place, you know?
Yeah.
But her looks have been, I really have liked them. Like she's definitely gone a little bit edgier compared to like what she normally does, which is like, you're supposed to do that. And so like I am glad that she is leaning into it. It's definitely not as edgy as like, you know, it could be, but like she's definitely kind of going out of her comfort zone, but like still kind of throwing, you know, some pieces in that she's like, okay, I'm comfortable with this.
Yeah, because I liked that all black look. I think it was like an all black, like tight dress. And I mean,
Tory
she
Burch
looked amazing. Yeah, when they all went to Tory Burch. And I was just like, yeah, you're really taking full advantage of all of this. But I will say I do like Jeff's outfit too. And I like how he always says like what he's wearing. Because I'm just like, because this dude's in love with Paige denim. And for some of y'all who don't know, I graduated with a fashion degree, and senior year you have to have an internship. And I had my internship with Paige Denim out of New York. And it's just like not, I mean, it's a great company, great denim, but you would just never hear guys being like, oh yeah, I'm wearing Paige denim.
Yeah.
Right. And then he's like, and my Tacoma boots. And I'm just like, yes, I love that.
It. Like that is his uniform.
Right.
And I love it. And men do have uniforms, of course. And I know I truly do. I love what you just said. Like, I love that he talks about his outfits too, because like, granted, he's not using his own platform, but like, no one ever really talks about men's fashion at all.
Right.
So, you know, for the fact of he's talking about it, yes, it's on her page. He's still talking about it. And like, that's, I don't know, I love it. And I think it's so smart, genius. Like, they do it well. Like, they roast to fame fast, but like, they're doing it well.
And his cashmere sweaters, he loves those.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I want their closet. I want their house. It's fine.
Right.
But one thing that I do love, so I love New York Fashion Week because one of my favorite makeup artists she lives in New York, and so she does a lot of people's makeup for Fashion Week. Her name's Kellyanne. So it's makeup XKA, or makeup by Kellyanne. And she did Pookie's makeup.
Really?
For I think for a couple days. Like she didn't do just like one look. She did like a couple of her looks. She does so many. She's done pages before. And so it's been really cool to like see Fashion Week from a makeup artist point of view, instead of just like an influencer or like an actual like fashion house, to be able to see like, oh, well, I did her makeup. It's so cool. I love it.
Right. And then my next influencer that really stood out was just Kassidy Maddy. I love her, and I love when she goes to fashion shows, because that is another girl, when she dresses up, when she does her hair, when she does her full glam, nails it every single time. She just has that bleach blonde hair that just looks amazing, you know, with the wet hair look or the slick back look, or she has those really like, I think she has like green eyes. And I even want to say, I don't think she bleached her eyebrows, but this look, it looked a little lighter, and it's just a different look that like not everyone has. So I'm always obsessed with seeing her. And I think her and Tory Burch have built a great relationship, because I think she goes to all Tory Burch shows. Yeah.
I hope she continues that relationship. I do wish she did more Fashion Week stuff, because she kills it every time, and she is so good at it. She used to, and I mean, now I know she like openly talks about like she doesn't really like traveling that much anymore. But I just wish she would do more shows.
No, I wish she would too. And I think everyone can realize she's kind of fallen off. And I think she's one of those influencers who have been vocal about what having a platform has really done to her.
Yeah, like she's struggled a lot.
Right. Yeah. So I think ever since that, she's kind of, you know, backed off and kind of just done the quote unquote stupid stuff she loves to do. Which like they're still funny. I still love her for that. But I really wish she would dive full into fashion, because she would kill it every single time.
I know. And like same with like Emma Chamberlain. I mean, you know, she's pretty much
Where
quit.
has she been?
So she pretty much quit social media. She has her podcast, and she is heavy in the fashion industry, but lately it's been very selective on like where she goes. I just wish again we were seeing her more. I mean, especially at New York. Like, I mean, you know, she lives in the US. Like, I feel like, you know, that would be it would be a really smart move. And I know she's relevant. Like, she does a lot with Vogue, and I mean, I know she has a career, she has a business, but like, I miss seeing that aspect of her, like in a fashion sense, because she always kills it too.
Yep, I agree. But I feel like that was really all. No, obviously, you always want to see the people who are like over and done with it. I'm like, perfect. But I think that's all I really have. It was kind of like heavy influencer based for me, because obviously so many celebrities were at the Super Bowl. So
yeah, I was about to say it really was just like a heavy influencer base this New York. I mean, I haven't looked up the dates on like when things end, when things don't end. But no, same. Those are all the people that like really stuck out. Again, it just kind of was, I feel like, super overshined from the Super Bowl. But I did like Tory Burch's show, and I loved Aria's show. Aria, we talked about them like last year and in the past. As we all know, they do a lot of very out there and funky things. And there was an eyeball dress, like a googly eye dress. But I really, truly did like a lot of the looks. Like, they're just very innovative and creative, and like whimsical and fun, which sometimes can be nice to break up, you know, some of the serious aspects of Fashion Week. So I really did like, you know, those two shows. I feel like those are like the main ones that stuck out.
Yeah, I always love a good Tory Burch. They always kill it, and they're right down my alley. You know, nothing too overbearing, nothing too crazy.
What? No googly eye dress? Are you kidding me?
maybe I'll add that to the wardrobe next year. We'll see.
All right.
But I am excited to talk a little bit about the NFL. And obviously, like Maddie said, we're a sports podcast, but to the point of like, I love football. Born and raised in Texas, we grew up on football. We know football like the back of our hand. There's never been a year like this year with women's fashion within the NFL.
Yeah, very true.
And I mean, I am loving it.
Well, and especially it being highlighted. I mean, of course, there are people that, you know, have always dressed up or like heavily focused on, you know, fashion in sports, sports, but it's never been focused on. It's never been appreciated. It's never been touched on, talked about, so on and so forth. And it finally is, which is exciting.
Yeah, no, it is amazing. And then we've talked about Kristen before. She finally signed with the NFL to have licensing for the NFL logos and everything. So that is a huge accomplishment for her. And golly, well, at least it seemed like she blew up overnight. I think she'd been making these for a while now.
A long time, yeah.
Gifted them to the right people where she finally got her recognition. Like her husband said, like she needs the recognition. She's the one doing this. So once she got signed, she was making puffer vest for the Super Bowl with the Super Bowl colors, Super Bowl logo, you know, the teams going up against each other, that being embroidered on there. And there was an auction for it. And I think her mom passed away from breast cancer. So she said, I want to auction this off, and like whatever I raise, it's going to go to the Breast Cancer Foundation. It sold for $75,000. That's insane.
And then she had a second one that she was going to keep for herself. And she decided to auction off that vest as well so they could make even more money.
Yep. And it's just...
Or raise even more money.
Right. Right. I mean, it was just jaw-dropping because I remember when I saw it first, it was like at $12,000. And I was like, okay, like for a custom vest, you know, handmade, like that's great. Like that's a lot of money, like whatever. And then it went up to like 32 because this was all happening like while I was in Mexico. So I was just like checking up on it. And then I saw the final amount was like 75,000. And she posted something about it. And she's like, I'm absolutely like blown away from all of this. Like, I cannot believe we raised that much money from one vest. Like, I mean, she's just absolutely blown up. And then she made her husband's jacket of like all the players that like play with him or he's very close with, and they all signed on their number. So yeah, I thought that was and then freaking amazing.
The outfit she wore was all of his jerseys from his entire football career from high school to now. And she was like, I am so honored to wear your story, which was the sweetest thing ever. But like what I appreciate is like she rose quickly. She got popular quickly, and you know, her designs started to get attention very quickly. But like I love that she used it immediately for something really good. I just kind of shows like the type of person she is, that, you know, she is going to take this following that she's now gained and be like, you know what, like you can like my designs all you want, but here, how about let's do something for the better. Right. Which I just think is so genuine and so sweet on her end.
Yeah. And then I just like, I think a lot of the stuff has like stories behind it. And I think that's super cool of like, when there's like such meaning behind it too. But I'm so excited for her, and I'm so excited to see like where this goes into next season and like what they can work up.
And she even got a deal with Gatorade.
Like, I saw that.
It's just like a boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Like it's insane, and I'm so excited for her.
Yeah. So talk about fashion meets football. I mean, I'm loving every single second of it. And I have to say, an outfit I loved at the Super Bowl was Brittany Mahomes.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to think what she wore.
It was like the all red. It was like a strapless corset top, and then it was like pants, and it was like almost like a red latex, and then it just had like a huge 15 on the bottom leg. I mean, very chic, very. I loved it. I always love when it's a little more than like a bomber jacket, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, very
so
true.
She killed it, and then she was also on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
On the cover.
She's the rookie.
That was cool. I was like, wow. But obviously Taylor Swift made it to the Super Bowl. Everyone knew she was going to be there.
Of course.
And she posted her first, like, real TikTok. Did you see it?
No.
So it was like because there's like a Super Bowl after party, obviously. And it was hosted at one of the Las Vegas clubs that they rented out. And she was just like, when they say it's like a friend and family get together, like you never think of like going clubbing with your parents, but here we are. And it like pans to her parents, and then just like her sitting down being like, oh, okay.
Oh my God, that's funny.
But I loved it because they played, you know, some remixed Taylor Swift songs, and like it just, I don't know, it was super cute. I loved it.
You're like,
sorry.
No, I am gonna say something controversial. No one come for me. This is a compliment. It looks like she hired someone to dress her for the Super Bowl. She looked phenomenal.
Those jeans.
She pulled it out. She pulled it out, and I'm so happy that she actually like. It looked very, very nice. It looks like she got her hair done and her makeup done. Like, she looked very nice and like fit in with, you know, majority of what you see the wags wear. Olivia Culpo looked really good as well. I feel like the all black was what a lot of like the wags chose to go with.
Agreed.
Because then Alex Earl, of course, she's not dating anyone that played in the Super Bowl, but she pulled out an all black look. She looked stunning.
Amazing this like, whole weekend.
Jaw dropping. Oh, the whole weekend. The whole weekend, like, she seemed like she had so much fun. I like her and Braxton. I love that, like, obviously he went, even though he's not playing, and like they just seemed to like have a freaking ball, which like, you know, as sad as it is that like, you know, he probably upset that the Dolphins didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but he's also like, I can enjoy this entire weekend like guilt-free, being able to actually participate in everything. So, you know, it's a win-win, right?
But I just think it's crazy because like a lot of these people are going to the Super Bowl because their girlfriend or their wives. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure like Alex Earl was the one invited. Allison Cooch was the one invited, and they're like, yeah, I guess I'll bring like my boyfriend who plays in the NFL. No, exactly. Like, why not?
Well, and then Alex Earl presented at the awards, like the football awards. What were they? Wait, what are the awards called? Honestly, I forgot.
Honors?
Yeah,
honorary?
Something like that. But she got to present, which was really cool. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, no, it was great. I loved all of it. People can complain as much as they freaking want, but I think at least from the outside looking in, it's nice to see, you know, these women enjoying their relationship, having fun, having the guys come along and enjoying it as well, participating, you know, in the TikToks kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's fun and cool to see that because you don't always see that.
But as this is a sports podcast, of course, I have to make some commentary on the actual Super Bowl, the actual players, and the playing of the game. Most boring Super Bowl I've ever watched. Up until the last quarter.
Okay,
I was about to say. The game was boring. I know that sounds super harsh. Okay, that's like not super boring, but it's just like not much action. But again, I didn't have like a favorite team. I didn't have a dog in the fight, so you know, even when it came up to like the last 5 seconds, I was like, okay.
Right.
Which a lot of people will have some thoughts on that, but I don't know, it's like I think about like last year's game and it was like intense, like it was so good, like I can remember the plays, and like this one I was just kind of like, okay, other commentary. Terrible commercials. Where were the good commercials?
See, I was watching this Sunday night in Mexico. I couldn't tell you what the commercials were. I was really just like paying attention like to the big plays in the game, and other than that, I was like, oh, drink refill, drink refill.
And I'm not gonna lie, again, I didn't have a dog in the fight, so I was just kind of like, you know what? Like these two teams, like it is what it is. Like I'll honestly be happy whoever wins. Like I don't really care. I like the 49ers, and I kind of grew up liking the 49ers, but of course, just like the Chiefs are the Chiefs right now. I do tend to like root for underdogs, but like this one, I kind of would teeter back and forth, and I'm like, I don't even know who I'm rooting for at this point. Like,
yeah,
just run the damn ball.
Good one. Good. That was a good one.
But dude, the commercials, I was like, okay, at least like the game went at like its peak boring, when the game was peak boring. I was like, that's fine because we have the commercials.
Right.
I was not loud. I was not wooed. I liked a couple stood out just because they had like major, huge celebrities, but like, I think literally people just spent all of their money on getting these celebrities and then didn't pay a writer, and like it sucked. Like they blew the whole budget on like getting Ryan Reynolds in the commercial, and then they're like, shit, we have him, now what do we do?
Right. Did you see like on average it costs like $233,000 per second in a commercial?
And do you know what is crazy? Home.com had 3 different commercials. Home.com. Okay? Also, Apartments.com had like 2 different commercials. Temu, or whatever the hell that website is, had their commercial run twice, and it was like a 5-minute long commercial. Like, it was so long. It wasn't actually 5 minutes. It was like a long-ass commercial, though.
Right.
And then, of course, the commercials that, like, everyone looks out for, Doritos.
Budweiser.
And I was going to say Budweiser. So, typically, Budweiser has one of the longest commercials during Super Bowl prime time. I think that they had their shortest ever commercial this Super Bowl, which is so depressing because, like, they can never have a bad commercial because you have Clydesdales and you have puppies. What else could you ask for? Nothing. You don't need anything else. And their commercial was like 10 seconds. And I'm like, I want more. Like, give me more. All these other crap ass commercials. I'm here for Budweiser. I'm here for like a Doritos one. I'm here, you know, make me laugh, make me cry. None of that.
It's giving maybe their budget was down, you know.
Last commercial though, okay, one I did really like and stood out. It was very sweet. It was a Dove commercial. And it was
like
about
chocolate?
No, Dove, like the body soap.
Oh,
like Dove. Like
of course I'd go to chocolate. Got it.
Chocolate? Well, the Dove chocolate is made by the Dove soap people. Dove. Just Dove is Dove. The Dove company.
Wait. What?
I think so.
It's
Dove. It's the same logo.
What?
Producer? I'm gonna laugh so hard if I'm wrong.
They're not the same brand.
Damn. Maybe I'll cut that shit out.
Dove chocolate is made by the Mars Company. Dove shampoo and soap, body wash, etc. is made by... I don't even know how to say that.
All right, you have it here first, folks. Again, this is a podcast where we learn.
But, I mean, you could have had me sold.
I had myself sold, so...
I mean, they are very similar.
I have been walking the streets every day.
Right, you've been preaching that. Correct.
Thinking that Dove Candy and Dove Soap were the same company.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
I swear someone told me that, so I just absorbed
we blame
it like
it on them.
a sponge.
Right.
But the Dove Soap Company commercial had the sweetest commercial, and it was basically like girls that reach the age of 10, it's like almost like I'm totally gonna get this statistic wrong, but like basically like more than half of them drop out of sports like once they reach a certain age. And it was like we want to, you know, boost women in sports, basically. It was super sweet. I just explained that terribly.
I'll have to go watch it. I never saw that one. But
it really was like a super sweet commercial, and just like the messaging, I loved it. That was like the one tearjerker commercial and the one that just like stood out compared to all of the rest.
I'll have to watch that one because I really like got to see none of commercials. Right.
And then last thing before we move on to our top 5 is I want to talk about Poppy Soda. Poppy Soda. How much money did they fork out to be a sponsor of the Super Bowl?
They were a sponsor of the Super Bowl?
Did you see how many celebrities posted pictures of Poppy in the stadium? They had a long commercial. They had a long Super Bowl commercial. Poppy was everywhere. Everywhere.
Well, you know where I first started seeing that was Emily and Avery at the Grammys.
They had Poppy.
That's
Unless they're just paying these celebrities to post, because Kaylee Teller, who's Miles Teller's wife, who's best friends with Taylor, she posted with Poppy in her hand. Olivia Culpo posted multiple times about Poppy and the Super Bowl. Like I'm telling you, so many people were posting Poppy. So many people.
That is crazy. Like that, because it's obviously like a newer company, a newer thing.
The amount of videos just about Poppy and the Super Bowl, and with the Grammys, 100%. And I'm just like, who do they pay? Like,
their whole budget's going to marketing.
I'll talk about Poppy all day long.
Right. I have Poppy in my fridge right now.
Like, Poppy this, Poppy that.
Right. Maybe we should get in touch with them.
Poppy, give us a sponsorship.
Sponsor the podcast. We love a good Poppy.
So I just was like, what the heck? And again, they had a long ass commercial during the Super Bowl. Like, it was really sweet. Not sweet, but it was like a really cool commercial as well. But I'm just like, hello? New Pepsi who? I don't know.
Right. Soda's out, don't you know?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but moving on to our top 5 segment. I feel like we have not done a top 5 in forever.
A while.
So, we're here to make up for that.
Yes.
Kassidy, would you like to explain our top 5 this week?
Yeah, so our top 5 is basically just the WAGs, the wives and the girlfriends of professional sports.
Yep.
We don't have to just like narrow it down to football, but professional sports in general, because I feel like women in sports and, you know, supporting their husbands or their boyfriends has been absolutely huge. This year for the NFL and MLB is about to start up, and I feel like that is going to skyrocket as well.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see all of those, but my top 5 are obviously number 1, Taylor Swift. Come on. Like, that's just a given. Sorry, guys. And then Tiana, otherwise known as TT. Her boyfriend is Cody Ford. He plays for the Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Slay. Oh, yeah. Slay. Yeah. Oh, my God. Love it.
Yeah, I love that. And she just seems very like down to earth and just very genuine. What?
What's her saying? Hooday?
Yeah, something like that.
Hooday.
And then Allison Cooch. Her husband's no longer in the NFL, but I'm still going to consider it. He still has played this season, so she still gets a spot. And then I'm just going to go Alex Earl. I've really enjoyed seeing her, and I feel like she's not really like an NFL girly, you know?
No.
Like she's not like
it.
football. Like she didn't even know what was going on half the time, but I think she's learned and like she's embraced it, like you said, and now she's all about it. For Braxton, and then last but not least, which a lot of people in Dallas might actually hate me for this. I need a Dallas Cowboys lady to step it up.
Yeah, they really do.
I feel there's no one. I know. Really I think is it Haley Cavender?
Not a clue.
She plays it's the Cavender twins. You would know them if you saw them. They played for Miami basketball, but now it's just, I want to say it's Haley that's just playing at TCU. So she's playing at TCU, and then her boyfriend is who is he? Ferguson. On the Cowboys, which I was like, what is the age difference in that? Like, she's still in college, like playing ball. Like, what is happening?
Well, it's probably not that much. Like, think about it. He could be like 3 years older, but like they were in college together.
Right. I think she's 23, and he has a full-on excelling career in the NFL at the age of 24. So they're
she's also probably right like literally right on target. They don't even have as much of an age gap as I do. So
right.
Okay,
not at all.
Love it.
But those are mine. So I'm really hoping next season we'll have a WAG who steps up for the Cowboys, and it might just have to be me. Hey,
she's
anyone
available.
Out there?
She's free. She loves football.
Right.
Especially the Cowboys. Oh my God, we didn't even talk about Post Malone.
Oh, wearing the jacket, but did you see Brittany Mahomes got him to take it off?
But go Cowboys.
He was staying so strong. So strong.
Also, his performance was so good. I loved him.
Yeah.
Loved him. Okay.
Oh, and I can't wait for Taylor Swift and Post Malone have a song coming out on her new album.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's called Fortnite.
Makes sense.
So, we'll see what that's all about.
Makes sense. Okay, mine,
oh God.
Yeah. I was really racking my brain. I went Alex Earl first because, again, she was like, I know shit about football, but I'm here to learn. And she even just posted a video. She was like, football season is officially over. Like, what am I going to do with all this free time that I will not have? She's like, I don't, like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm so used to, like, the football schedule. So, we went Alex Earl. Now I'm going Olivia Culpo. So
I knew you were going to say that.
She was Miss Universe. She was Miss USA, then Miss Universe back in, like, I'm probably going to be wrong, but, like, back in, like, 2015. I love her. I've always loved her. I loved her before, she became a WAG. And she's just drop dead gorgeous, always slays. Yeah. Olivia Culpo, Allison Cooch, of course, even though her husband is not playing anymore as of now, isn't on a team. Next, I don't know if her husband is still an active hockey player.
Okay.
But she is married to a Preds player, Nashville Predator, Carrie Underwood. Iconic, okay?
What?
Iconic WAG.
Obviously.
And then we have to go someone else who their husband no longer plays for a team anymore, but she is iconic, and her husband could call himself a HAB, okay? Husbands and boyfriends of athletes, professional athletes. Sean Johnson. Yeah. She is the star. Just kidding.
Obviously.
Yeah, those are mine.
Okay, nice. One last thing, since you brought up hockey, it kind of just like triggered my brain to Tate McRae's performance at the hockey. I forget what the hockey game was called.
That's okay.
But it's like a big game. It's a big game. And did you see this or no?
Not for the Stanley Cup, no.
No, not that big. No. Like, Ryma wanted to say, like, All-American.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, probably.
That could be totally wrong.
Obviously, guys, this is a sports podcast, okay? Everything we say is correct. All right, duh.
Right. So she performed, like, middle of the rink, like, looked freaking amazing. So I think her and the kid Leroy are dating.
Yeah, it appears so.
Okay. I love that. I would never expect that. But her, the kid Leroy, Justin Bieber, and Hailey Bieber were all at the Super Bowl or an after party at the Super Bowl, and all took a picture together, and Justin Bieber posted it. So,
oh my god,
that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty iconic.
Right. That's absolutely iconic.
Well, I love it. This was a fun episode. I was sporadic. We were sporadic.
It was good.
We hope you enjoyed, and we hope that your Valentine's Day is so lovely. We love you. You guys have been the best Valentine's date so far.
Yes.
And thank you for listening, and tune in next week. Love you.
Happy Valentine's, guys. Hugs and kisses. Bye.
XOXO.
Gossip girl. Bye, guys.